Picture this. You buy a single share of stock, then you forget about it. 3 months later, ding, cash shows up in your account. The market may be on a sugar high or in a sour mood, but that little payment keeps arriving like clockwork. Sounds good, right? That, my friend, is the heartbeat of dividend investing. Instead of hunting for the next stock rocket ship, we flip the question. We ask, which companies are willing and able to hand me a slice of their profits every single year? It's less like betting on a racehorse and more like becoming a silent partner in the corner store, the power company, and the phone network. Places people use every day, whether headlines are rosy or rotten. Here's the big idea. Dividend investing is about building a personal paycheck machine. Not a thrill ride, not a lottery ticket. A system that hums in the background and spits out cash while you sleep. Think of it like owning rental property with dependable tenants. They pay the rent, you grow wealth, and nobody needs to flip a house overnight. So, how do you build this machine? I'm breaking it into 3 steps. 3. Ready? Step 1. Assign the jobs. Before you look at ticker symbols, decide what role each stock should play. I like to sort them into 3 buckets. 1. Paycheck holdings, mature companies that pay steady, moderate dividends. 2. Raise holdings, companies that start with a smaller payout but give you regular raises. 3. Shock absorbers, industries that usually hold up when markets get rough. Mixing these roles is like staffing a small town. You need teachers, builders, and first responders, not 20 pizza shops on one block. Step 2. Spread out the neighborhood. If your entire portfolio lives on Banking Boulevard or Utility Avenue, one local disaster can shut down your income street. So diversify by industry, by geography, and by business model. A grocery chain in the US, a telecom in Europe, maybe a pipeline in Canada. Different roofs, different rent checks, one smoother cash flow. Step 3. Give every dividend a job. When the cash lands, do you reinvest it and plant new money trees? Or do you spend it, maybe to cover tuition, maybe to top up retirement? Either way, make the decision on purpose. Intentional cash beats accidental cash every time. Now let's get practical. Imagine your first dividend stocks as roommates helping with the bills. One pays part of the utilities, steady, maybe even boring. Another covers groceries, staples people buy no matter what. A third kicks in for future plans, growing fast, so you expect them to pitch in more next year. No single roommate foots the entire rent, but together they make the monthly load lighter. When you interview new roommates, also known as researching stocks, ask 3 questions. How long have they held a steady job? Translation, do they have a consistent earnings record? Do they live within their means? That's a healthy payout ratio, paying dividends without draining the bank. Are they in a stable line of work? Durable business model, not a fad. If a company promises, "I'll pay you more later," but keeps calling mom for rent money, that's a red flag. And hey, not every tenant stays forever. Some companies will cut dividends. When that happens, be the gardener who prunes the weak branches so the healthy ones thrive. Upgrading your roommate mix over time is normal and smart. As your dividend town matures, you'll face 2 big choices. Do you reinforce what you've built, adding quality, trimming risk? Or do you expand into new neighborhoods, like emerging markets or green energy? Tax rules change, automation tools evolve, and your life goals move. The craft is adjusting the blueprint so your town keeps paying you without overpaying tolls. Let that sink in for a second. Okay, quick recap of the 3-step framework. 1. Assign the jobs. Paycheck, raise, shock absorber. 2. Spread out the neighborhood. Diversify across sectors and regions. 3. Give every dividend a job. Reinvest or spend, but choose with intent. Before we wrap, here's your action plan for the week. First, jot down these 3 steps so they live outside your head. Second, Pick one area where they make sense for you right now. Maybe you're missing a shock absorber, or you're too heavy in one sector. Third, take a tiny action. Research one new company, set up automatic dividend reinvestment, or trim a position that no longer fits. Small step, big momentum. So here's what we covered today. We reframed dividend investing as a personal paycheck machine. We broke the build into 3 clear steps. We walked through the roommate interview so you can spot reliable payers. And we gave you a bite-sized plan to start, this week. You now have the map to turn market noise into steady cash flow. Use it, tweak it, make it yours. And remember, the goal isn't perfection. It's progress you can cash. Until next time, keep your money working while you sleep and let those dividends do the talking.